Hello everybody, how are you guys doing tonight? It is a absolute late night live stream. I mean, not super late, but it is kind of late. But I'm sorry that I made you guys wait so long to come to my stream, but I ended up going out. I went with my sister to Ulta to return a product that she didn't like. Then I went to TJ Maxx and I got these earbuds, which I'm hopeful about these. I hope that they work well. They are Sentry HB879 stereo earbuds with an inline mic and zippered case. And hey, Maria, how are you doing tonight? I hope that you are doing well. But I had gotten these earbuds, and then after that we had went to Target, and then we were looking around and stuff. I don't know why I set my water all the way on the other side of my desk here, but after we went to Target, we didn't end up getting anything there. They were having a sale. It was like for beauty purchases. It was spend $20, get a $5 gift card. So my sister was thinking about getting something, but it ends today, so obviously. I am doing good too, thank you. I'm glad that you're doing good. That's good to hear. So basically, we didn't end up getting anything. I looked in the back to see if they had any die cast because I have a $5 gift card and stuff so that I could use toward that, but they didn't really have a good selection. So after that, we went to Lowe's to get some spray paint for my mom because she likes to use spray paint to kind of redo furniture and stuff like that. So I did get that for her. So it was like this Krylon or something like that. But yeah, when we were leaving the parking lot, man, there was a whole lot of people on the empty lot beside the shopping center, and it's never like that, and I'm like, what in the world is going on here? Like, there's never people parked over here. And I had turned right because that's where you go at the end of the parking lot to leave, and then there's people parked all the way down to the main road where I had to go out to go back home, and there's people even lined up on the main road too to look at the fireworks that was happening. So it's not even 4th of July yet, and my city is already celebrating. So it's strange because I didn't even know that there was going to be an event like that going on. But basically, I have been pretty busy lately. Um, Yesterday and today, my mom is doing okay. She's been doing a little better. She's been doing a little better. I thank you for asking. So, we had been doing a garage sale, which, oh man, that it's not easy to do. We had been preparing over a couple of days because we had moved some furniture from the back up to the front, and we moved it out to the front so that we'd be able to display it to everyone. And my mom was able to get out yesterday, which was really good, and she enjoyed it. So I'm really glad about that. So she has been doing a little bit better though, which is really good. On a random note here, this thermos is huge. Got it at TJ Maxx, and it is probably the best thermos that you'll ever find because one, it keeps your drinks cold for days, and two, it is huge. I I literally don't have to keep refilling it every day. I could literally put in two water bottles in here with ice, and it would stay cold for 3 days, which is literally unheard of. And this is $20 at TJ Maxx, so definitely a good deal. So, but back to the garage sale thing. Man, people are difficult when it comes to garage sales and stuff because they really don't have manners. Um, they are not courteous. They treat your stuff like it's junk, and they're like they expect dirt cheap prices. Literally, the stuff we have good items. We don't. I mean, some people may think it's junk, but it's really not junk. It's some. There is. I'm not gonna lie. There's some kind of cheap things, some maybe non-good things in it, but for the most part, the stuff that we have is really good. And so when people offer us low prices for something, when they see it right in front of them and they're able to test it out, it's insulting. So people, they're just rude. They're really rude. Um, literally, on the bright side though, um, I have been selling a lot of my stuff, which is really good. So I have been decluttering and stuff and getting rid of the stuff that I don't need. I had an old iMac computer from my grandma, and I sold that today, which that has been a hard sell. It normally it's honestly a really good computer for how old it is. It was like a 2008 iMac Sierra OS. It was a really good one. So I'm glad that's gone and everything. So how are you doing, Maria? Have you been doing okay? How are your children doing? But again, I'm sorry for putting off my live so much. I have been pretty busy lately, so and I am gonna try to get back into the swing of things, going back every Saturday. I'm going live, so I am gonna try to do that too. So this time when I did my live stream, I tagged, so I added some tags. Hopefully that helps with views and everything, getting some new people. So no worries. Oh, Mexico versus Costa Rica. Cool. Who's winning so far? I asked how have you been and how have your children been doing? Man, this thing is so awesome. This is literally my favorite cup of all time. I love that I love the color. It is very durable and it doesn't leak. So let's demonstrate. So I'm gonna seal it all the way. They're doing good, just fighting. Yeah. Well, that's pretty common with most kids, so let's demonstrate, shall we? This is sealed all the way, and I'm gonna hold it upside down. Really cool. Doesn't spill. So it could literally be like this. It could be upside down. You could literally just let it roll and it won't leak. So that's as long as you seal it all the way. We have a guest. Say hi to Sunshine. Oh, she's like, no, I don't want to be on the live. She's like, nope. Sorry about that, you guys. That was Sunshine, by the way. Yeah, I'm like trying to pick. I was trying to pick her up, and then she's like, "Nope, nope, nope, nope. Don't show me on the camera." Like, nope, not today. Maybe I'll get her sometime. Maybe I'll get her sometime. But yeah, tomorrow is going to be the last day that we have a garage sale, and gosh, I am so thankful because getting up early has not been fun, especially if you haven't been doing it. I like I get up at like maybe 10:30, um, but waking up 3 hours early than when you normally wake up is not fun at all. So, but maybe I'll have to start doing it soon because I do want to look for some jobs. So I definitely plan on getting a job soon. So
Are you live?
yeah,
Oh. Are people there?
yeah.
Oh.
So, but man, I'm ready to go to bed. I lately I have been going to bed late, which is honestly not a good habit. I do want to try to get going to bed earlier so that I get more sleep, but since I haven't been having school, I've kind of been taking advantage. So, but how are you guys doing tonight? I see that there's another person in here. If you want to say hi, that's totally okay. If you don't, um, I actually don't, Maria. I like soccer. I did play it in middle school. Um, I was a goalie, and I was okay. I wasn't great, but I wasn't like I wouldn't be going and lunging toward the ball. I would just try my best to get my leg. Um, I would reach my leg to get it, but yeah, I like soccer though. If I go to college, definitely I'm when I if I go to college, I am thinking about signing up for soccer. So, um, I do like soccer. That's probably one of my favorite sports besides dodgeball. I love dodgeball. Even though it can get quite intense at times because there's some people that like can literally nail you with the ball. But yeah, we honestly my family and I we don't really watch sports. We are my dad watches the news, my mom watches YouTube. Um Honestly, I don't have the TV hooked up at the Direct TV hooked up in my room right now, so I have been watching Netflix, and we actually don't have Netflix right now because the trial expired, but I have been watching YouTube. So the main people that I watch are Forrest Auto Reviews and let's see, who else do I watch? Um, Honestly, I'm subscribed to a lot of people, but if I'm being real with myself, I don't watch a lot of the people that I'm subscribed to, and that is a shame of me, um, a shame of mine. But I am subscribed to good channels though, which I'm not ashamed of. Samadan TV, hey, nice to see you. How are you doing? Thank you for coming by. Um, I am a good channel that that I really like and would recommend to you guys is Amy's Creations. I think that's her. I'm trying to think if that's her exact channel name. I'm not sure, but she's a good channel to watch. She is a small channel like mine. She's been doing a series on her channel. It's my weight loss journey, and she is very cool. She's a very cool lady, and she's always kind. She's always she always makes up for her mistakes. She owns up to her mistakes. She is a woman with integrity, and I don't have a doubt about it. So um, she is a really cool one to watch. Her, um, let's see. I'm trying to think. Um, I Richie from Boston is a good one too. Richie from Boston is a good one. He talks about a lot of things that happens in the world. If you guys want to stay up to date as to what's going on in the world, he is definitely a good one to watch. Um, so he's one, and let's see. Yeah, I have a lot of people that I'm subscribed to. I'm subscribed to a lot of car companies. I'm just subscribed to a lot of people, so but there are some people that I have just subscribed to, so um hopefully I will be able to watch more of their videos. So Sunshine, do you want to come and say hi to everybody again? Come here. Maybe she'll come and say hi this time. Come here, beautiful. Oh, here's Sunshine. Say hi to Sunshine. Isn't she so beautiful and so cute? Hey, beautiful. Say hi to everybody on YouTube. How you doing, beautiful? Hmm. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, the game is fun, huh? It's entertaining to watch. You have to, when you watch that type of thing, you really have to pay attention though, because, like, what if you miss like a really good move or something? Like, it's it would be awful if you missed something like that, you know? Another cool person that I know. I actually there's a few people on here. You guys have probably met these people, but Alan Hero, he's a cool person. He is really kind. He is selfless. He is a cool man. So definitely, if you guys run into him, definitely subscribe to his channel. Um, in Ordinary Rock. He is a cool person too. Lately, he has been doing wrestling videos, and definitely, I that's to me, if I'm being honest, a little more interesting. Something that I would watch. So, he's really cool because he likes to box, and I think that's something that he does for his school. But he likes to box, so um, it's entertaining to watch because it's a very intense sport. So you always have to be alert. And um, so I definitely would recommend those people to watch for sure. But I might as well unbox these while I'm on here, right? So let's do it. So my first impression of when I see these is definitely quality. Because first off, when I open this box, it is solid cardboard. So it's not some flimsy old plastic. And then when you open it, it gives a very detailed description of what is part of the earbuds. So down below here, looks like the microphone's right here, the audio jack is right here. Um, let's see. It works with phones, tablets. It's a durable cord. It works with computers. It has an inline mic, has great sound, and it is comfortable, which is really nice. So, um, it for its sensitivity, it has 100 decibels. It also comes with a mini case, which actually is really neat because I'm always storing my earbuds places and where I shouldn't, like just with other cords and stuff. And I would, I definitely appreciate the fact that they made a case for these earbuds. So, and then when you look at the earbuds themselves, they look like they're like expensive earbuds, which is really cool too, which adds to like the premium factor of buying these earbuds, owning these earbuds. So, definitely that's something else. The the brand Sentry, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Sentry. So this brand, they had a headphone that I was interested in, but I didn't want to get it because it when I have something cupped over my ear gets uncomfortable and it I can't have it in for so long, so I end up taking it off, which defeats the purpose of having one of these. So basically, I that's why I kind of won't get one of those headphone type of earbuds. But um, sorry, um, had hot dogs for dinner. So, but that's why I try to go for these type of earbuds. Um, hold on, I'm gonna try to open these really quick. I don't want to break the box. SL Forum, hey, thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. How are you doing? I appreciate it that you came by. Right now, I am unboxing these Sentry earbuds that I got at TJ Maxx. They were $10. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I really appreciate it. And I'm glad that you're doing good too. That's awesome. I don't want to ruin this box because I'm like, if you can see what I'm trying to do, there's really no clear way of trying to open this. Yeah, I was. Not today, but I was in Big Boy Johnny's stream though. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of confusing here. Okay. I mean, I kind of ruined the box, but there's honestly no clear way of opening these. So, comes with these instructions, which I most likely won't be reading this, but I will keep it just in case if I do have to return it. It says, before returning your product for replacement, please visit our website for troubleshooting. It comes with a 90-day warranty. But here's the thing. I am from the United States. I'm in California. How about you? Um, it doesn't look like they provide a phone number on here. I personally, when I talk to somebody, when I need to resolve a technical issue, I like to talk to them over the phone because it's happening right there. Wow. That's really cool. Is that in, I'm trying to, that's in Asia, right? But, it says for technical support, please visit us at centuryindustries.com. And if I have to email them to get a problem resolved with the earbuds, I would rather just go to the store and return them instead of having to. Yeah, it's a. Oh, cool. Um, it looks like I don't know if you're retracting your messages, but it's showing that your messages are being retracted. I don't know if YouTube is doing that, but on my end, it's showing that they're retracted. But I just wanted to say that. But but let's continue, shall we? So this is really nice. Wow, that's kind of hard to open. I don't know if that's a good thing or if that's a bad thing. I guess it's kind of like high quality when you. I don't know. It's hard to tell for me whether when it's hard to zip that that it's just not good like that. So it is 9:58. It is 9:58 p.m. 9:58 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, so here is what the earbuds look like. I really like that they're white. It looks kind of reminds me a little bit like Apple AirPods a little bit. I mean, of course, Apple AirPods, they don't have cords. You just insert them here. Oh, wow. It's, it's so weird to think how in the different parts of the world that it's different times. I like it's hard to think that in like let's say Australia or something that it would be like 12 12:59. You know what I mean? I think it's really like it's just really weird and cool at the same time. Let me fix my camera here so you guys see my face and everything. So, um, these earbuds look like they look nice. I like the silver touches that they have right here. Um, I like the silver touches right here and along the side. When I had bought these, I didn't read that they were stereo, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I am 18. I'm 18. I'm gonna be 19 pretty soon though. Um, I don't know if surround sound is what I should be looking for when it comes to earbuds, or I don't even know if earbuds have surround sound on them. But my sister had some stereo earbuds and they weren't that good, and I had returned them to TJ Maxx because I the sound wasn't that good and they were stereo. So I hope that I don't encounter the same issue. Um, it's showing that your messages are retracted. Um, but um, I don't know how maybe there is a way I can try to demonstrate how they sound. I don't know. But I'm gonna give it a try. I have, hold on. I have not gone to your channel yet, but I am going to check out your channel. I am. Okay, so let's see what's going on here on my end. Wait, so how do I tell whether these are right or if they're left? So this is okay, yeah. Now I put it in the right way. Surprisingly, I can hear something. I don't know if the mic has changed. Um, I'm not sure what you mean if you're when you say I'm already done. But it's weird because it sounds like I can hear something very quietly here. But hold on, I'm gonna hold on just a sec. Okay. So let's try this. So the microphone looks like it is okay. So the microphone is going to be from the webcam. So I'm going to try to see if I can play something on here. Let's try. Okay, so I'm going to go to YouTube. Okay. How am I going to do this? I'm gonna just test them out for myself and let me tell you how it sounds to me. Because I don't know how I would be able to do it without me breaking the earbuds, so. Hold on just a sec, I'm gonna restart because that kinda helps too. I mean, they sound good. I do actually have a comparison. I have my sister has some earbuds too, so I'm going to get her earbuds and compare them too. They sound okay. They sound okay. So now I am going to go get my sister's earbuds and I'm going to test it out. Okay, so now I'm going to test them out with my sister's earbuds, and to make sure, to clarify with you guys, these are black, they're not white. So this is going to be the determining factor here. man, I hate to say this, but my sister's earbuds are better. I think it's because these are stereo earbuds, and I think these are surround sound. So, um, honestly, I wouldn't recommend. I mean, if you're on these earbuds, I believe my sister got them at Walgreens for, I'm gonna say $12.99. Um, they're okay, but I don't know if her earbuds last a while. I don't think they do, but I honestly don't know how long these earbuds last for. But these are stereo earbuds, and stereo has a specific sound. It's not as crisp as surround sound, and um, that's what I believe. And I think it's true just because of how I hear it. But stereo, I think that's what is causing these to not perform as well as my sisters. So um, I am disappointed because the reason why I had bought my sister's earbuds from her and returned them to TJ Maxx was so that I could get some better sounding earbuds, and I didn't want to have to pay um, $4.56 more to get the same sound quality earbuds. So, I'm not gonna lie, that is quite disappointing, but that does affect how I view these type of earbuds, any type of stereo earbuds. Um, I mean, if you were on a budget and you had to get stereo earbuds, then yeah, I would. It. I mean, these aren't really supposed to be budget earbuds. I could have chose some other earbuds that were cheaper, but I wanted to get this brand because it looked like they had made high quality stuff. So I did choose that for that reason, but um, I am disappointed by how it sounds. Um, so, and it says great sound on it, and um, if it sounds different than my sister's earbuds and it sounds more thinner, it doesn't sound like full, then that's not that great to me. So, um, but yeah, would I recommend these earbuds? Um, I honestly wouldn't. I wouldn't recommend them because of how they sound. Sound is everything with earbuds. Um, I mean, quality, yes. I can't say how great of quality these earbuds are, because I just bought them, so I won't be able to rate the durability of the actual cord. But the sound is it's not that great. However, these are cheaper than my sister's earbuds, but on the other hand, in TJ Maxx, these are considered the more high end, one of the higher end ear buds. So, but I am going to head off pretty soon because I don't see any activity going on in the chat. So, but um, yeah, I probably will return these earbuds and get some other better ones. Um, I didn't know for sure if stereo would actually affect the quality of the earbuds. So it is kind of disappointing, but well, now I know, and now you know. So I think my favorite part though of what I bought is that it came with a pouch. Um, my sister's earbuds did not come with a pouch, which I would think at that price point that they should come with a pouch. But I do appreciate the fact that they did um, make use the extra few pennies it takes to make these and make a pouch. So I do definitely appreciate that. But um, as far as content goes, oh, Rocky, what's up? I'm so glad that somebody participated in the chat. I was going to head off soon because I didn't see anybody in the chat, but I'm glad that you showed up. You're gonna make it less boring. Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't notify my Discord peeps. So um this was kind of late notice. I wasn't planning on going live today. Um but one of my friends had reminded me, well, not reminded me, but asked if I was going live, and I was like, oh man, I forgot that I was supposed to go live today because I told you guys that I would go live on Saturdays. So I do want to keep that commitment to you guys, so here I am. So um, I did set up the live to go at 8:30 today, but I was at Target when I was supposed to do the live, and I'm like, won't be able to do it, and I'm pretty sure I had made some people wait long for a while, and I am sorry. I apologize for that, but I went live at 9:30. Hey, Beauty in the Word. How are you? Yeah. How is your class going? How is boxing going? Have you been doing some serious training? Like, are you preparing for a pretty big event? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. I'm glad that you are doing good. So, but I'm kind of tired too. I mean, I could probably go to bed pretty soon because I actually have been helping my dad and my sister do a garage sale. So um, I had moved some furniture for the past couple of days and then set it up out front and been selling some stuff. So it's going well. I'm preparing for a fight I'm having next month. Wow. I'm here. Well, welcome, Mr. Bacon. How are you doing, Mr. Bacon? But that sounds really cool. That sounds really cool. So, do you know exactly when it is next year that you are going to be possibly participating in that the I'm sorry, I completely lost my train of thought. Do you know exactly when the Houston Golden Gloves event is next year? But basically, while you guys were gone, I had reviewed these earbuds, and I am disappointed in them. They were $10, and they looked like they were high quality. I got them at TJ Maxx for $10, and they're stereo earbuds, and that is the fatal flaw of these earbuds. Now, if they were surround sound, then I would have no problem with them, but I didn't realize that stereo would have a had an effect on the sound quality of my earbuds. You don't know exactly when. Yeah. Yeah, if I'm being honest with you, I honestly miss being part of physical education. That was one of my favorite classes of school because I loved I it was not technically exercising that I loved doing, but I loved doing dodgeball, I loved doing baseball, street hockey, not yeah, volleyball, a form of badminton, not cross country, but field events or something like that. Oh my gosh, never. Don't buy earphones from the Dollar Tree. They suck. I bet they do. Be funny if I went there and I had bought those instead of the ones that I bought now. I don't know if you've seen my new video. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna have to watch that video. I'm gonna have to watch it. Yeah, I like that you're doing boxing videos on your channel. I think that's pretty neat. I personally haven't seen a lot of content on YouTube where I've seen people box. So I think that's creative and cool. So I think that's very entertaining. So I definitely have to catch up on your video for sure. But back to PE. Um, if I go to college, I definitely want to sign up for a club or one of the college teams, like either soccer, maybe like a track and field club or something. I like track and field. I like relay racing. That's probably my favorite track event. Um, um, I love soccer. I really like soccer. That's really fun. Um, I like volleyball too. Surprisingly, for as tall as I am not a huge fan of basketball, and you would think that me being almost 6 feet tall, I would be doing basketball, but I'm not into basketball that much. I used to hate gym period because of boot camp. You're gonna have to explain to me what boot camp was because I had never heard of boot camp. Was it like something that you had to do extra, or was it actually part of the class? If it was part of the class, I'd be scared. I think probably the weirdest thing that I had to do in PE was not weird but hard. That would have had to be counting my calories because it's not like it's hard to keep an exact measurement of what in track of what you ate in calories and it's kind of embarrassing. I mean, like you could be a total buff but be eating totally bad and it's like just I mean it's embarrassing. And I mean if your body's able to handle it, then yeah, your body's able to handle it, but like it shouldn't make you like it shouldn't be used against you. I just say that. Boot camp is pretty much like hard workouts, and we did it when we were bad. Oh, yeah, that's not fun. I remember one time when I was in PE, and what you would do when it was fourth period after lunch. I In my seventh grade year and my eighth grade year, I had first lunch, and I hated first lunch because all my friends had second lunch, and I don't know why, but my my counselor, my the most favorite counselor in the world, not really, but um, he put me in first lunch, and I had made a specific request to him when I was when I was moving on to eighth grade not to get first lunch because I didn't like first lunch, and he gave me first lunch again, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. But when I had PE after first lunch, um, what you would do is you would line up outside the gym. You would dress into your PE gear. Then, once you dressed into your PE gear, you would walk in the basketball courts until maybe like 7 minutes passed. And so I was walking, and I don't think I was walking with anybody. Um, I think maybe I was walking with one of my friends. His name was Sean. And I was walking with him. And basically there were people, the popular kids, they were walking the opposite way. So you walk this way, right? Well, they were deciding to go the other way. They were wanting to walk the other way, and that was causing not it was kind of confusing, to be honest with you. And it none of the teachers said to walk that way. Now, I love first lunch because all my friends were in my lunch. Well, when it came to eighth grade, I, I even though I didn't really have a lot of friends in eighth grade, near to the end of my eighth grade year, I was actually kind of glad that I didn't have second lunch because the people in second lunch were really not my friends. So, and if they heard me right now, whatever. It's the truth. So, basically, um, one of my teachers were they were getting upset, and so one of they weren't listening to my teacher. They weren't listening, and he actually yelled. And when I heard him yell, this this teacher is strict to begin with. He's not a very nice teacher. He's like he's calm, but he's not nice. So when you get on his bad side, he's sounds like he's furious. So he was like get in line. And when he said that, I'm like, oh, oh, I'm like, gotta line up now. And so we would line up where our class would line up, and we all got teachered because the popular kids decided to walk the other way, and we ended up doing some extra work. I think we walked more. We had to walk again because we were not walking the right way. So yeah, we all had to pay the price for the popular kids' decision. And they have not made some good decisions in their lifetime. So shame on them. Story time. It's story time. Let's think. I'm going to think of another story to tell you guys of school. It's kind of fun telling you guys what's happened in my school because I had went to a public middle school. I've been really a public school kid for most of my schooling years, but in my high school years, I had went to online school, and I'm very thankful that I went to online school. That changed my life for the better. Um, Actually, no. I'm thankful that I haven't been in a school fight. Um, uh, I don't think people would have picked a fight with me because one, I wasn't small. I had growth spurted made my own word. I had growth spurted really early in my years, so I was pretty tall when I was in middle school. So anybody who tried to pick a fight with me, um, they were kind of not. They didn't. They weren't motivated to because I looked tough. I wasn't tough, but I was tall, and um, I certainly wasn't somebody that you would look like you would want to pick a fight with. So um, I'm totally not a tough person, really. I'm not. Um, but if somebody was going to hurt me, I would defend myself. Um, so, but okay, what was I talking about? The closest that I had ever gotten to being in a school fight was when it didn't involve me, but I was watching it. Basically, I got out of PE class early, and one of my friends from second lunch was like, "Come, there's a fight breaking out. Come on, follow me." And we were running to where what was going on. I wish I could chill. Oh man. All right, Mr. Bacon. Well, thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. But we were running, and we weren't supposed to run, which, oh man, it was ridiculous. But we were speed walking, and there was at least 100 kids in this area, and so everybody was surrounding these people, and everybody was talking, and everybody was making noise. And then when I had gotten closer to the people who were going to fight, what ended up happening was like they were mad at each other, and then they just both walked away. And I'm like, really? So um they they just were just really mad at each other, and they didn't end up fighting. So they caused a whole ruckus. And so, and at that time, if I'm being honest with you, I don't think I would have stopped the fight, which I probably should have. But of course, at that time, when there was school drama happening, you would always have to be part of it and watch. So basically, that was the case with me. So, but man, I have there are some interesting stories with me with school. So there was one time where there's these things called reflections, right? If you got in trouble, you would write these reflections. You would reflect on what you did. You would talk about what you did. And you would talk about what you would do next time. Not always did they work with people. My friend Jacob actually got even more motivated to not do the right thing because of those reflections. They were care reflections, I think. So, um, I was writing. Oh, I wasn't writing that, but I was writing like an incident report so that I could report it to my counselor. And I was out there, and then some kid, somebody I knew, not personally, but someone who was in my class from second period, and he was walking in the hallway, right? Well, I wasn't paying attention to what he was doing, but he was walking over in front of my classroom, not going in it, but he was like, Dylan. And then he got my attention, and then he's like, I'm gonna stab you. And then he lifted up his shirt to show, not like, he showed like where a belt would be, and where his belt would have been was a 11-inch bayonet. And man, that was some serious weaponry right there. And I'm like, I didn't take it seriously, but I should have taken that seriously, because that is a dangerous weapon to be carrying around. And why he had that weapon, why in the world did he have that weapon, I really don't know. So, I didn't end up telling my teacher until I actually don't think I told him. I told my parents later that day or the next day or so. I think later that day, but I had made a police report and I had told the principal what happened, and he only got 3 days of suspension. He didn't get he didn't get expelled, even though there was proof of what he did. So um, yeah, it was quite interesting. We couldn't get reflections. We couldn't get reflections. We get in school suspension. Yo, if he said that to me, I would beat the. Yeah. Well, here's the story with that. He said that basically the reason why he had that bayonet under his shirt was because he was transporting it to one class to another. Now, first off, why would a teacher allow a student to carry a weapon like that? And two, why would a student be allowed to carry a weapon like that? You've got to be kidding me. Middle schoolers are crazy. They're crazy. So why would you allow something like that to even happen? He had his weapon concealed under his shirt, and if he had it open, holding it like this, then yeah, that's fine. If I guess, I mean, I don't even think that's fine. I don't even think he should be able to touch that weapon. But there was a substitute teacher, and it was supposedly a relic, I think. People in my school are already being... Man. Well, at my time when I was in school, I honestly, the closest that I got to see drug activity going on was when I walked into the bathroom and saw somebody smelling a Sharpie. He was trying to get high on a Sharpie. So that's the closest that I've ever seen somebody actually taking drugs. But what was available at my school at the time, I honestly don't know. But yeah, that's, you know, I honestly don't think it's a bad idea if schools started implementing a system where they would check the students' bags. Now that may be in that may invade their privacy, but sorry, but the safety of the students is better than the privacy of the students. So I'm laughing so hard. Yeah, so there's a chemical in Sharpie that you can actually get high off of it. That's why Sharpies weren't allowed at my school. If they saw a Sharpie, they would take it away from you. And if you, so I'm not going to get high off of it, but you can get high off of any Sharpie. Now, I'm not saying to go do it. Don't get high off of a Sharpie. But the chemicals in here are known to be, they are known to be, I think they're known, I could say that they are addictive and they would cause you to get high. So, yeah, as stupid as it sounds, you can get high off of Sharpies. So, that's why Sharpies weren't allowed at my school, because I... It was literally the weirdest thing. I walk into the bathroom. It was like class time or something, and I was allowed to go to the restroom and stuff. And I walk in. He's literally just standing there, has a black Sharpie, and he's smelling it. He's like... And then he looks at me, and then he puts it away. He doesn't show it to me, and he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, "Good." And then I'm like thinking, like, what in the world is he doing? It was so weird. And this kid wasn't, he was one of the rebels. He wasn't, he was like one of the popular kids, but not really. Like, he was trying to hang around them. So, but, yeah, I haven't gotten high off of a Sharpie, but, um, I'm sure there is many other people at my school who actually had gotten high off of a Sharpie. So, but I honestly didn't know that you could get high off of a Sharpie until my school had told me that, until my teacher had told me that, because Sharpies weren't allowed, and she had said why, and that's because you could get high off of them. I thought they banned them. Oh no, you look. What can you do with it? If spray paint, yeah, you shouldn't be allowed to bring spray paint to school. That would be ridiculous. There'd be no need for spray paint at school. I mean, yeah, that could have been one of the reasons why they didn't allow it too, but that was, I believe, the main reason. I don't think they I think you were allowed to bring other markers. I honestly don't know. I couldn't say for sure that you could have, but I like the Crayola ones. Yes, you were able to bring those, but Sharpies, no, you were not allowed to bring Sharpies because of the chemicals. Well, you see in the bathroom. Let's. Oh, yeah, that's just not cool. Yeah. Yeah, and that could be why too, that part, why they ban them too. I mean, there could be multiple reasons why they did that. So, um, but man, there were some weird kids at my school. Let me think of another story. I've seen a lot of crazy stuff in my yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think. What's another weird story? Huh. Trying to think. I mean, there are stories that I have, but they're kind of embarrassing. But so I'm trying to think. What's another? Hmm. Okay, so I remember back in when I was in first grade, there was this one Spanish girl. Her name was Maya, and she was in the same first grade class as I was, and I don't know if I did something to her for her to be mad at me, but she always held a grudge against me. So if I dropped the ball when I wasn't supposed to, like if when the bell rung and I wasn't supposed to drop the ball, she would literally be like, "Ooh, Dylan dropped the ball," and then she would go tell on the teacher, and then I would get in trouble. So she just didn't like me or something. I don't know what I did. Some kid brought a taser to. Wow. Don't know why you'd bring a taser to school. Yeah, so basically, for I don't know why, but when the bell rung for lunch to end or recess to end, you weren't supposed to move. And then once the bell rung a second time, then you were allowed to, or when the aides said you can bring the ball up to the center, then yeah, you could. I don't think you could dribble the ball then, but you were able to move and bring it back up to this where all the balls were stacked, and then you would line up for your class and stuff, and then that would be that. But it was strange why they had that rule. form of control and part of obey. So I punched a kid for talking about my mom, and wow. Yeah. Oh, I know you would probably hate this rule, but one of the rules at my school was if you got into a fight, somebody starts a fight with you are not supposed to punch back. You're not supposed to punch back. Guess what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to grab somebody. You're supposed to grab a teacher or one of the security guards and get help. You're not supposed to defend yourself. You're supposed to grab somebody, rely on somebody else, make yourself look weak to get some help and resolve the issue. First off, what if you were on the ground? What if you were not able to get up? What if he was strangling you? What are you supposed to do then? Are you supposed to let him strangle you? What if he was holding you up against the wall? What are you supposed to do? Be like, teacher. No. You're supposed to fight back. My they're both. They're both. I have another one too. Once I finish telling this one, you're gonna laugh. So I think that's why I never got into a fight, was because the Lord was watching out for me. Because if I did get into a fight with somebody, I probably would have hit them. I wouldn't have gotten help. I probably just would have beat the crap out of them. So, I hear a cat. I don't think all the cats are in, but okay. So, the next stupid rule. So, when you would when you were outside waiting for school to start, the bell would ring, and then you were allowed to go into the main building where the principal's office was, where the hallway was that connected all the rooms to the school. So it was a square. This main hallway was a huge square rectangle. Well, you could only walk in one direction. You could only walk in one direction. So, if you wanted to go to, if you had to go all the way around the square to go to your 8th grade class, so you would go this way, this way, this way, and then all the way this way, then that way, this way, and then this way, to go to your 8th grade class, which, man, that was ridiculous. Like, they said the reason why for that was so that students wouldn't get trampled over each other and stuff, and still ridiculous. I mean, like, why would they do that? You know, they, instead of teaching kids the right thing they just implement these stupid rules to try to, without parenting their kids, make it safe. All 8th grade classes are downstairs in my school. You know, my school was all one level. It wasn't multi-floored. I don't even think the high school that I possibly would have gone to if I did go to a public high school had stairs for classrooms and stuff. I know that when I had went there for the PSAT, there was stairs in the main lobby and stuff, but it was a huge campus. So one time some kid was trying to mess with my friend, and my friend went brutal. He punched this kid in the mouth and everywhere, like 30 times. They slammed the kid's head on the locker. Man, it sounds like you have had to seen a lot. let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Is your reason why you like to fight is because you you aren't able to do it in school, like it's not allowed at school to do it with anybody, so you do it in boxing? I could totally understand that because I that's why I played Super Smash Brothers. I loved Super Smash Brothers. That game was so fun because you had a lot of strategy to you had to have a lot of strategy and have to have the right character. So, but yeah, um I honestly I don't know if I could do boxing. I think I think maybe I could. Maybe I could, but I don't know. Kinda, but not really. Yeah, yeah. And I can understand that too. Yeah, I kind of have I have like a secret passion for it too. Sometimes in my mind I think of Super Smash Brothers and I think of like cool scenes and stuff or cool moves I could have done. It's really strange, but sometimes I do. Like I think of like I get distracted and then I think of scenes in Super Smash Brothers. So, but if I'm being honest with you, my school didn't really have a whole ton of clubs that you could join. I don't know why. Um, the only thing that would be considered a club was ASB, but it wasn't it was considered an elective. It wasn't like a student body, someone that you voted for. So there was band, there was PE, and then there was it wasn't really a club either, but if you ran a mile every morning for school, you would be like you would get this special cross country shirt. I think you would have been able to participate in cross country, but we had a lot of clubs in my school, but they're all bad. Okay, now that I remember, there was actually student venture. Um, it wasn't really a club. Anybody could go into the classroom and participate. It was a Christian thing that would happen during lunchtime, and it was pretty cool because my principal was a Christian, so he did want to try to bring Christianity to the school somehow, and that's one way that he did it, which I can understand that, and I do appreciate that too. I wish I would have taken advantage of them. I didn't really do it, but I did go every once in a while, but not really. But but yeah, I don't know why I didn't have a lot of clubs in middle school. Oh, okay. This one was interesting. This story was interesting. So, in seventh grade, it was morning, right? Well, I think he was. So in seventh grade, my schedule was math, science, um, visual and performing arts, PE, language arts, and history. So I had a teacher, Miss Simpson, um, and she was a really cool teacher. She was very chill, very nice, funny, and she made math and science cool. And so, hold on, let's say hi to Sprinkles. Sorry for interrupting the story, but we gotta say hi to Sprinkles. Say hi to Sprinkles. How you doing, beautiful? So when I had gotten to my class. There were students who had cross-dressed. Now there was girls dressing like guys and guys dressing like girls. Now they didn't go into like dresses and skirts and stuff, but they were wearing makeup, like they wore lipstick, I think even maybe eyeshadow, not eyeshadow, but like eyeliner and mascara and stuff. And then the girls dressed like total dudes, and it was pretty weird. They looked like hippie dudes, and all the popular kids did this. All of the kids decided to have this cross dress day at school without consulting the school to do it. I know this kind of changes the mood. Um, I haven't heard of that. I haven't, which is kind of sad too. But tell me a little bit. Tell me about that person. But this event was really interesting because all of the popular kids had been talking about it, and then they planned to do it on this one day, and nobody besides them knew. And when the teachers had found out, they said something the on the speakers. Like in the morning, they would have their announcements and stuff, and the teacher of ASB had spoke about it. She said, "I had seen that students had dressed as they had done a event. They cross dressed or something like that. But you guys are not allowed to do that unless if you guys consult with ASB first, and then once you consult with ASB, then everybody would be able to participate." She didn't say it exactly. She didn't say it like how I said it, but she was saying that it has to be approved by ASB in order to do that. He was a famous YouTube streamer, and he had a lot of mental issues, and a few days ago he committed suicide because he couldn't really take it anymore. Man, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't really know him. I'd never heard of him actually. That's a bummer. Some things you don't we don't really understand. Like, not saying that we're incapable of understanding certain things, but like we don't exactly know what's going on in the mind of somebody. Was he like did he have a disease that like affected how he lived? To be honest, it hit me hard when I heard this guy because he was a really funny guy and a good guy. Yeah. Honestly, it's kind of sad to hear when a YouTuber dies. I don't know why. There was this person named Asha Sharon. My mom had watched her on YouTube, and she had lupus, which, mind you, that's what my mom has, and um, nobody was expecting it because she was in her 30s, right? I don't really know. There was one incident where he said, "Oh, that's, yeah, maybe he wasn't all there. We'll never know, right?" But she was in her 30s, and she was pretty cool. My mom watched her and stuff, and she had gone to the hospital because something was going on, and she had started to decline. And then she's like, "I'm in the hospital, and I'm being positive about it and everything." and she was herself. Well, go to find out, she had passed away, and she was one of her friends had told her subscribers that she had passed, and it hit my mom really hard because that was it's something that my mom deals with, and it happened to somebody who loved the Lord. So it was really sad, but that's what happens with life. You never know what's gonna happen the next day. You never know. You can't boast about tomorrow because what if we don't have tomorrow? You don't know what tomorrow may bring. The sun may rise, but you may not rise. I'm not trying to curse, but hey, anything is possible. So, we never know. May we never know. So, we have to be very grateful for every day that we are able to have on this earth because it's a gift. It's truly a gift. So, it's honestly really sad, though. I mean, it's sad when anybody dies, but it's like they were making content and stuff on YouTube, and now that you won't be able to hear from them anymore. So, it's pretty sad. People tell me that I could get disabled and stuff from going professional. Yeah, you never know. And there's always, there's always things that could happen. And you may, you may never know. The Lord could use you somehow through that. Maybe. He could. And hey, if it's His will for it to happen, He will make it happen. And He won't allow you to get disabled. So, it's just, it's just sad when people die. It's really sad. It was hard when my grandma passed away because I was certainly not expecting her to pass. Um, I know. I'm sorry, you guys. This has turned really sad, but it may be therapy to some. It's therapy to me. But my actually 4 days ago was the 1 year anniversary of my grandma's death, and um, she what happened was I don't know if she got I don't remember for sure if she got cancer a year before. And yeah, I think so. So she had received the news that she had gotten cancer, and she was believing to the Lord that she would get healed, and she was saying that she was going to get healed and stuff, and then she was in a remission and stuff for a while. And I think when the tumor came back, she had it surgically removed. It was like in her stomach or something along in her um, torso area, and she had gotten it removed, so the cancer wasn't there for the time being. And then, um, surprisingly, the cancer came back in the exact same spot. And this time when it came back, it really affected her. As soon like it didn't like be like after finding out a day later she was in the hospital, but over the next couple of months was when my grandma, or my nanny, she was my grandma, but we called her nanny, and that's when she started to decline. And I honestly wasn't expecting it. I was expecting her to be around until I graduated high school, and um, I I don't know why I remember her saying this to me, but I can't. She was like, "I can't wait to be there for you when you graduate high school," and I graduated high school in January, and she wasn't there, so um, it was pretty sad. It was sad that um, literally, but how she died though, it was how she wanted it. She um she didn't die in pain. It was just over time. She was staying with my aunt, and um you could tell that she was not doing well just by looking at her. And I told her how I felt. I told her that I loved her, and I told her that she was. I think I just told her my heart. I told her that I loved her, that I really appreciated her, and I apologized to her for everything that I've done to her and that she may have against me. And so, um, but man, I really miss her. When my uncle passed away, I was shocked. He was really sick, but I didn't think he was gonna die. But I ended up crying for 2 days. Yeah, yeah, it was. I. It's really weird to think that somebody that was there isn't there anymore. You know what I mean? God is good, but the devil. He. When you sell your soul, that's when. That's when the enemy is going to. That's when you're going to prosper. That's when you're going to prosper. The devil is willing to give you. He's he is the prince of the air. So God is God is always faithful, but Satan isn't. He's not. He's a backstabbing liar, and he it's it's terrible what people are doing. All the movie stars today, all the Hollywood stars have sold their soul. That's why they're doing so good. That's why they're blatantly doing all this evil and doing all this symbolism in movies, in songs, everything. Do you think that all of the singers are using eyes, are doing the 666 symbol, are wearing pizzas on their things, are showing pizzas in their videos or something because they think it's cool? No. Why is it, if they're trying to be original, they're trying to compete with other singers, that they are doing the same thing as others would? It's because they're paying homage to Satan. So I would say every single one. I would say. I mean, I can't say for sure. I can't say for sure, but I know there are some like Taylor Swift. I know she's one who sold her soul. Um, there's a lot. There's a lot. I mean, d- the channel that I would recommend you to watch to figure out what's going on is a call for an uprising. He does a very in-depth study of these people. He does a very in-depth study of what's going on in the world, and he, with actual evidence, proves that these people are Satanists and that they're evil. So definitely watch him, Rocky. I would definitely watch him. Bangladeshi vlogger, how are you doing? Man, long time no see. Thank you for coming by. How are you? But back to what I was saying. Hollywood is doing just about anything to satisfy the flesh. They are promoting evil all over, all over. Do you think that the people that are going around killing people are doing it just because they they thought about it? They created the thought in their mind to do it? No. It's because there's influence everywhere. What do you think about Grand Theft Auto? That game is literally about killing people, stealing cars. There's movies like The Equalizer where he goes and kills people. Yeah, it's for the right reason, but it's still promoting violence. There's movies like, let's see. There's movies like even the smallest things as The Proposal, where it's just inappropriate, where they cuss, they just do inappropriate things, they promote sexual things, and it's not okay. It doesn't matter how small it is. It's something. It's like telling a lie. It doesn't matter how small a lie it is. It's not going to change the fact that it's a lie. Yeah, you could call it a white lie. No. No. Lies are lies. He says Burger King's upside down is Oh. He says Burger King's upside down burger. You know, I think it definitely could be that. I think it's that. It's so there's this thing, if you can pay attention to it, it is um it is symbolism. It is um it is as above so below. And they took this from the Bible when when Jesus said, "Let your will be done as it is in heaven." So they took that and they twisted it for their evil little purpose and said, "As above, so below." And so they, what they'll do is they'll take something and then they will show that and then flip it upside down, or they'll take it and flip it upside down above. So that's literally it is occultism. So definitely I would say that it is Satanism. I I like I couldn't I couldn't say that there was Satan, but I know that there are some people that are Satanists, that they're witches, that they're sorcerers. I I can't say for sure because I don't know them personally, but all the evidence that I've seen from A Call from an Uprising makes it seem like that all of Hollywood is evil. So I have I have to do more research myself. I have to do more research for myself too. So he could be. I don't know. I really don't know. But one thing that I would recommend is to not just let this you like do not let what Hollywood does have effect on you. Don't let what they promote in their movies, in their evil movies, to come on you. Look, don't be, because greater is he that is in us than he that is in this world. Greater is Jesus than that's in us than he that is in this world. Because Jesus is the name above every single name that is named. It says that in the Bible. So we just have to take him up on his word. And I'm not perfect on that either. But we have to do it. But don't be scared. Don't be scared. Look, this world is going to be evil. It's going to be evil. We're in the world, but we're not of it. We're not part of this world. As long as we are doing what the Lord... Well, me and my family are trying to stop. We've kind of relapsed a little bit, but we have relapsed. I have relapsed, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying not to watch TV when I go to bed. I'm trying to get to the point to where I can just fall asleep without having to watch anything. So I'm trying to do that, but I look, me personally, this is just my personal belief. Don't take this as what the Bible actually says. This is just my opinion. Hold on, let me formulate my opinion really quick because I don't want to mess it up. So, if you're aware of what Hollywood is doing, if you're aware of what is being promoted, if you know that they're witches, that they entertain that type of spirits in them, I don't think we should allow it in our homes. Because because it's like our home is where we rule. It's where we it's where we determine what we do. And when we allow something like that in, it's just, it doesn't look good. To me it doesn't look good, because it's like, if you're entertaining that in your home, do you think maybe you support that? No. So I mean, I don't know. I'm conflicted on it, honestly. I'm still deciding how I feel about it, honestly. I don't know. Well, I know that she does promote symbolism in her movie. She I believe she is a pawn. I believe she's a pawn for the enemy, for sure. And here's what I know. So, when I know about Hollywood and how they get these actors to do what they do and perform such bad things, and them not feel so guilty as to what they do, there's I don't know if you know what the Eye of Horus is, but that's the Eye of Satan. And so that actually in itself is a symbol. And I'm sorry, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this video video appropriate, so that people over 18 can watch this. It's going to get inappropriate. I'm sorry, but I don't know if you know what sodomy is, but sodomy is it's something that it's a form of rape. And so it's what I won't, but what I've heard is that they at a young age they sodomize these actors, and by then when they do that, they program them. They teach them the way of Satan. And so I believe that's what they've done with her, and I believe that's what they've done with the majority of Hollywood. Like, why is it that they are always doing like the hearts? Why is it that they're always doing like the okay sign with their hands? Why is it that they always promote an eye somewhere? They're always promoting something in their video. They're always dressing inappropriate. They're always talking about something inappropriate. They You don't go around seeing, you don't see people on the streets going around like that, do you? I don't. It's because what they're doing is blatantly evil. Secretly, but blatantly at the same time. Because the enemy's plan is to control what we do and what we believe by letting people have influence over us instead of God. And when we do that, we sort of, like, when we're not aware of what they do, we kind of let them have influence over us. So, I mean, yes, of course you can determine what you do and what you can or can't, but everybody has a weak point somewhere, and that weak point could be overeating, it could be cussing, and that one movie that you watch could get you to cuss, and that's the goal. That's what their goal is. They want you somehow to promote anything but God in your life. So I I'm yeah, I'm gonna change the stream really quick. But yeah, it's a really deep subject for sure, and it's not something that you should take lightly. That nobody should take lightly. I'm wondering how I mark this so that people under 18 can't see this. Yeah. Let's do that. So the next thing on my channel that I'm going to be releasing is a Psalms 3 reading. I do want to make another time lapse really soon, but I will not be able to do that soon because I am still doing a garage sale, and well, we are doing a garage sale, and it's really occupying my time. Unfortunately, I can't just go and bring my $50 computer out in front of everybody because they'll think I'm some rich kid, and they'll treat me like I'm a rich kid and offer me the lowest prices ever and think, oh, they can afford all this stuff. They can afford low prices. You know, it really does. My video editing software doesn't help. It really doesn't. I have Movie Studio 15, and I literally have to go through my video. I have to watch my my video all the way through and crop out things that that aren't necessary, like me just the paper recording itself, or like the camera recording itself, or me just keep erasing, sorry, where I keep erasing something, keep redrawing. So I do have to go through there and do that. But yeah, it really does take a lot of time, and that's why another person I watch, Artville, he releases a video every week, because I believe because it takes him a while to do it too. Like, I think he works too, but he says it, depending on what drawing, it takes him like max 6.5 hours, between 3 hours, 6 hours. So the what I do is I compress the footage 2 times. The max amount you're allowed to compress in one project, in one project, I guess what you would call it, you're only allowed to compress it by 4 times. So it'll basically play 4 times faster. And so if I compressed it by 4, my videos would be an hour long, and I know that there would only be one person who I know who would watch it, and I know that's Alan. So, but unless if there's other people that I don't know about who do watch my videos too, so are faithful watchers. So, but I wouldn't put that on any of my subscribers. So I try to condense them as much as I can without it being too ridiculously fast. So what I do is I make it into a movie by the ×4 speed, and then once the video is rendered, then I take that rendered video and then I compress that by 4, and then I do some more video editing too if needed. So it's quite a lengthy process. You could if you compared how I video edited my Mercedes time lapse and my Camaro time lapse, you could tell how the drawing strategies are different, and that's because I did crop out some of my drawing footage on the Mercedes and some of it on the Camaro as well. But I think you probably already know, or some of you may already know, but the next thing that I'm going to be drawing and putting on my channel for a time lapse is the Cadillac XT6, and I'm honestly really excited for that because that's like one of my new favorite cars. It's really cool. I love the front end. I'm not a huge fan of the back end, but that's something I could get over pretty much. So, and it'll probably grow on me as time goes. But I do really, really like that car. I love the front end, and that's why I'm doing just the front end, because I'm not completely in love with the back end. Hey Jeffrey, how are you doing? Yeah, the room is done. You like it? We had we painted it a cement gray, and here, I'll show you around a little bit. So my desk is now white. 2 desks are combined into one. I got this this Kallax unit for $75 on OfferUp, and it holds my storage. My rocks are there. Certain decor is up there. And my die-cast collection is up here, and my other Kallax thing is on the other side in the closet. I also have a shelf up here for my future 1/18 scale die-casts. So, thank you. Okay. But yeah, I'm actually probably gonna head off really soon because I do have to I have to go to bed pretty soon. So yeah, thank you. So, oh, hold on, I want to show you this really quick. I don't know if you've seen this seen my art that I've been drawing, but I drew that, drew this, and then I don't know if you watched it, but I drew that as well. That I have footage of that for that time lapse and stuff. Yeah, my favorite one personally is the Ferrari one. I love the red Ferrari. I love it. So the next one that I'm drawing is the Cadillac XT6. Okay. So this one, I had followed a tutorial from Artville. So he helped me draw that. Thank you. Thank you. You know, when I drew, I think you've seen my before pictures. You've seen the car that I designed. I I was drawing okay, but I certainly wasn't drawing at my best. Not until I had followed Artville's tutorial, and taking measurements is very important when it comes to drawing, and that's what's helped me advance into what I have been drawing today. Yeah, I love Lamborghinis too. So I have been actually been taking measurements of my pictures when I draw, so I get the proportions all right and everything. So that, and also um, coloring too. How I've been coloring too. It's I've been doing marker again, which I haven't been doing marker. So I've gotten back into that and doing colored pencils. So it's like a mix. Honestly, I don't think I will go into digital arts, even though I did take it. Um, it's just that I think that's a little too hard. It's to me personally, it's harder to focus on the details and for you to be like exact when you draw. I mean, I that if I'm being honest with you, that's one of the main reasons why I got my computer so that I could draw on it. But I really haven't been using my computer for that main purpose, and so like I think if I had better software, maybe I would have been doing it more. But the response from the computer is kind of hard. I If I do go to college, it's going to be what is it called? It's the Community College of Irvine. It's if anything, it's probably going to be that one. I did really want to go to the San Jacinto College, which is really close by. But the only place that I got a scholarship that I know of is the one in Irvine, and so I still have to finish getting um, my college map, my career map, or something planned out and everything. But if I'm being honest with you, I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. I Yeah, thank you. I don't know how much I got on the scholarship though, which is strange because see how I did this whole college process, I did it backwards. So basically what I did was I had applied for a scholarship first and chose the colleges that I wanted scholarships for, but I didn't apply to them. So when I had was told that I got a scholarship from them, they were like, you aren't in the system. You like it's not complete yet. So I had to apply to the school, and then I applied to the to that school, and um, so I do have to talk with a counselor about what my plan is for college and stuff. But I'm honestly not even sure. I'm honestly not even sure. I mean, I would like to pursue industrial design still, but I honestly don't know. I personally feel that getting a degree is important to have for a career. Yeah, I mean it is a lot for certain careers, yeah, especially for industrial design. If I do want that, then yes, getting a degree is necessary. So, um the only thing that I'm really concerned about is I don't know what the future is going to hold. I honestly don't know if I'm going to be moving out of state. I don't know if I'm going to be going to a different college. I don't know if my personal interest is going to change. I don't know if I may find another successful career doing something else. It's like, what if I go to college for nothing? I spend all this money per year for nothing. And not always does a degree guarantee you for a career anymore, unfortunately. I mean, a degree is it's a plus now. It's a plus, but it's not a requirement, which to me it should be to certain jobs. And I know that personally, I don't want to. If there's a way that I could get a job, a successful job without having to go to college, then I'm totally in for it. And I know that may sound like a waste of like of a perfect like a smart mind, and I'm not trying to brag on myself because I got great grades and everything, but I honestly don't know. I just wish that like our school had done a little more to discover, like to kind of help you what you are interested in. Like if they did some classes or something where you would do extra like get some extra credit or something where they motivated you to do it, where like like they would do more. Our school, you know, our school wasn't all that great when it came to like try at least to like trying to get students to meet each other. So me personally, I don't think they prepared me. I don't think they prepared me for the real world. That's why that's why I started the robotics lab, so I get, yeah. And I think that's good for you. I think that's good. I think that's smart. And see, if I learned how to how to properly do a job, how I how to do a job properly, like how to make sure that your boss wants, like how you want to get hired for a job, how you want to properly do, like cook, or how you want to do certain things. I think they should have done that, but they didn't. So I've been kind of wondering, like I don't know. So I mean, I would love to pursue art. I would love to be an artist, an automobile artist or whatever. If I can draw people, maybe, but I don't know. But Kava didn't do good on keeping it alive. It died when I graduated. You know, I think that is a very great idea. I think you should do it. You know, I think that school was a low budget school. I think they were a very low budget school, and because they were a very low budget school, they weren't able to do as much as other public schools are. So they lacked a lot. And shame on our government for doing that. But I mean, maybe they could have put funds towards somewhere else where it wasn't needed. Like, let's see. I don't think maybe all of the admins were necessary. Maybe they could have cut down on some admins. I don't know. But there's always a way around something. And I think maybe our school could have done a better way around using the budget properly. And that's probably why some of the teachers were just not that good. You know, I'm not trying to slam on Kava teachers, but they know who they are. Some of them are not good teachers. They don't care about the details about the students. So it was I don't know. like it's the school was great, but it could have been better, you know? I was part of the school site committed, and every year we were sent a request. Yeah. Wow. That's really cool. And thank you for doing that. Thank you. But speaking of jobs though, I am thinking that I'm going to apply for a job soon. Um, because I do need to start working. I want to start saving up and everything for college if I do end up going. So, um, in that, and we're kind of struggling. So, I think it's from the school side, like the problems. Yeah. Freelancer, you mean like a freelance artist? I've, yeah, I have actually thought about that. And I just, I'm honestly not sure what I would charge because I see when I draw, I tend to make a lot of mistakes at first. So, like, I'll go over something and then I'll erase, then I'll go over something, then I'll erase again. I don't know. I don't think that doesn't turn out to be good on paper because my marks show. So it turns down the value of the art a little bit. Like take the picture, the Ferrari picture, for instance. For instance, I didn't. If you put your fingers over the paper and rub it, it wouldn't. You most likely wouldn't feel indents in the paper, but you would feel um, bumps on the paper, and that's because I had went over it with a white jelly roll that covers over marker and pencil. So you would probably feel that, and that would probably make the volume of the art go down a little bit. But that and how it looks too. So how an art piece of art looks is important as well. I mean, I think I could get the part down where the art looks good and everything, but I'm just concerned about how the art feels. Like if there's bends, if I draw too hard in the paper. But I'm honestly not 100% sure where I should start other than some art websites that I've looked up online. But maybe I could start on YouTube. Maybe I could take commissions on YouTube. Maybe. I just I feel like I would be expensive though, if I'm being honest with you. I I put a lot. Did you think about joining law enforcement? No, honestly. If I'm being honest with you, it sounds a little dangerous because I remember on the news maybe about a week ago, there was somebody who had there was this white BMW that got pulled over, and the cop was out, and I think this was by like maybe the border or something. I'm not sure, but the BMW actually ended up driving off, and the officer got ran over. So he literally just started going like 30, 40, and then literally he just flew into the air. I don't think he died, but he got seriously injured. And then there was somebody in Lake Elsinore who got killed too by California. He was technically a police officer, but police officers and highway patrol do technically go hand in hand together. My one of my family friends said social worker too. Um, I'd have to look into it a little more. I'd have to look into a social worker a little more. I know that it's you have to be personable. You have to you kind of have to have a little bit of patience with people when it comes to being a social worker. You have to be an analyst, and if I'm being honest with you, I'm not really good analyst. So you have to be very analytical of people. You have to know the fluctuations in people's voices. You have to know what they mean. You have to know body language. You have to know if they're lying to you about certain things. That's just something that I personally have not honed in on. So I don't know if I'd be a good social worker. But hey, maybe I could learn how to be a better an analyst, really. Analyst. So maybe. So yeah. but but yeah. So well, yeah, definitely. Definitely do that. Well, I do I don't I think I don't think I told you, but yesterday, today, and tomorrow we are actually having a garage sale. So we're having a huge garage sale at our house, and tomorrow is going to be the last day that we do it. But if you wanted to come and stop by, that'd totally be cool. Um, if you want to, I'll send you my address and you can come on over. But um, yeah, it. I've been pretty busy lately, so it's been hectic. So I haven't been able to upload anything really on YouTube, and haven't been able to edit my videos. So, but I should be getting going right now because it is 11:43, and I do have to get up really early. I'm probably gonna get up at 7 o'clock, and that's not my norm right now. So, oh, you are? Okay. All right. I'll do that. So, um, Jeffrey, um, Rocky, and whoever else is in here. Thank you so much for watching. I was looking through the chat, so sorry for the pause, but thank you so much for watching, you guys. Thank you for chatting with me. I really appreciate it. You guys help me out a lot more than you think because I really don't have a lot of people that I can hang out with. This helps out. Jendeli Lane. Hey, thank you for coming by. You just came by when I was leaving, unfortunately. But thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and I hope that your night is going well. Yeah. Yeah, I saw you on Big Boy Johnny's live. He's a really cool dude. Yeah. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. Yeah, next time. I will be going live next Saturday. So, if you do want to come by next Saturday, I'll totally be down for that and definitely come and hang out. So, I do have to get on going, you guys. So, good night, everybody. Thank you so much for your support and for all that you. Honestly, Jen Deli, I am not sure. Um, I honestly do them at random times. This time when I go live, I will try to prepare in advance. I will try to make the live ahead of time so that if you do look on my channel maybe Friday, next Friday or Saturday, you will see what time it is, or maybe even Thursday, so that I'll do it for you guys so that you guys know ahead what you can do, what you can't do. So I will do that for you. So thank you for stopping by, you guys, and good night.